Hello, East Chicago family and students. This is Etta Wright, the Superintendent of East Chicago Schools. I hope all of you are happy and safe. I'm here to discuss the Return to Learn plan. Hopefully, after watching the video and reading our Return to Learn plan posted on the district website, all of your questions are answered and your concerns are addressed. The plan explains how we will essentially open our schools this fall. Before I get started, I would like to thank the parents and staff for completing surveys with their feedback and input during these unprecedented times. I would like to thank the district and building administrators for their aggressive efforts to ensure that all our buildings are safely prepared for our students on the first day of school. Lastly, I would like to thank the School City of East Chicago, Lake and Porter County Superintendents, and the Lake County Health Department Return to Learn Committee for the countless hours of meetings to develop a thorough plan that meets the needs of all our students in the region. The opening of schools is guided by information from the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, also known as CDC, the Indiana Department of Health, and the local health department. That being said, information is fluid and will be constantly updated. Please review our district website for those constant changes. You will notice in the plan, School City of East Chicago has adopted a stoplight model. As you review the plan, green means we have no to very few cases of COVID-19, and we will utilize a 5-day traditional or a 5-day e-learning plan. Yellow means to move with caution, and a hybrid plan may be implemented or more precautions may be added. Red means stop, and all students will return to e-learning as in the spring. To accommodate all students and families who cannot or choose not to return to school in person, the School City of East Chicago will offer 2 options for return in the fall. Families can choose from traditional or e-learning options. Traditional school will occur on a school campus where attendance will be taken 5 days a week. All assignments, as usual, are aligned to Indiana academic standards for each grade level. Traditional school and times will be conducted in the same manner as normal. However, out of an abundance of caution, the district will be implementing the following precautions. First, all teachers and staff will receive COVID-19 training. All students and staff are expected to self-assess in the morning before leaving home. The district will provide all staff and students with COVID-19 care packages that would include a thermometer, 2 disposable masks, and a bottle of sanitizer. Everyone will be required to wear a mask when social distancing is not possible. After the use of 2 disposable masks, parents will be responsible to provide their students with masks. Masks are mandatory unless there is a documented doctor's note on file. Different doors will be used for bus riders, walkers, and parent pickup and drop-offs. Students will eat breakfast or lunch in the classroom or social distance in the cafeterias. As much as possible, visitors will be restricted from entering the building. Another separate location will be used for students or staff displaying COVID-19 related symptoms. One-way directional hallway signage. Students will be assigned classroom and bus seats. There will be frequent cleaning of high traffic areas. All desks will face the same direction, and frequent and mandatory hand washing and sanitizing stations will be mandatory. Parents choosing the e-learning option will work remotely from home 5 days a week. We will hold e-learning students to the same standards as those attending traditional school. It will be the responsibility of the parents or guardians to ensure that their child is meeting and or exceeding our expectations. The expectations for e-learning are mandatory attendance 5 days a week. This means that students must complete their assignments daily in order to be counted present for school. Truancy officers will contact families if students miss 3 days of assignment or is absent 3 days. Assignments will be aligned to the Indiana academic standards for each grade level. Academic achievement and advancement will be measured using the same standards and grading scales as traditional students. where students' grades will be calculated based on performance in all academic areas. Letter grades will be assigned. Students will participate in local and state assessments to determine educational needs. All assessments will be scheduled at the school during normal school hours. Technology tools, Canvas or Zoom, will be used during lessons during the regular school schedule to permit e-learning students to participate simultaneously. Parents will be assigned to classes to monitor and assist students with assignments. The instructional framework will remain the same: I do, we do, and they do, also known as gradual release. The district will provide online learning-specific professional development for educators. We will also provide Canvas professional development for parents. And lastly, laptops and/or hotspots will be loaned to parents in good standing in the district. Again, parents will be required to provide a valid Indiana driver's license or state ID to borrow a technology device. Parents, again, must be listed in Skyward. Masks. It is critical to emphasize that maintaining as much social distancing as possible remains important to slowing the spread of the virus. The CDC is additionally advising the use of simple cloth face coverings or masks to slow the spread of the virus and help people who may have the virus and do not know it from transmitting it to others. Staff and students are required to wear a mask at all times when social distancing is not possible. Masks are required at bus stops and while traveling to and from school. Masks are required when not eating lunch and face-to-face interaction occurs. All students should bring their own masks to school every day for use or use the wellness mask kit. We recognize that some students may require an altered face mask. Altered face masks will be allowed as necessary to facilitate total communication and access to instruction. Classrooms will be aligned with all students facing the front of the room with as much distance between seats as possible. Students may receive instruction from a teacher or staff member when using a face shield or altered mask when the instruction requires visibility of the teacher's mouth. The staff member will maintain a 6-foot distance from the students during instruction. Transportation. Bus transportation will be available. However, students are required to wear masks on the bus stop. Due to the fact that all students on a route will have a seating chart, students must catch the same bus at the same location. To lessen the contact, we are asking that parents transport their kids to school as much as possible. During registration, please indicate if your child will ride the bus. Food service. Prepackaged boxes or bags for each student will be issued instead of traditional serving lines. Food and utensils shall not be shared. All water fountains will be shut down and we will provide students with bottles of water. Athletics. At the time, all fall sports are expected to resume as normal with safety precautions. Please see the building principal or the coach for more information. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. I know that I did not answer all questions, but my hope was to get you some information. I will frequently provide you with updated information, so please check the district's website regularly. If you have further questions, please email Diane Bigham at dbigham@ecps.org with the subject Return to Learn. Again, thank you and continue to be safe.